Hey everybody, Jay Niblick here. Look, I'm standing today in front of the steps of the Philadelphia Museum of Art. I figured I'd drive into the city here and makes a fitting backdrop for what I want to talk to you about, and that is VBU, Visionary Business University, and my small role in it. See, Visionary Business University is a gathering of 24 world-class experts who are all thought leaders in personal development, business development, strategic planning, understanding what it takes and providing tools and methodologies with structure that help you get from point A to point B. I'm standing here in front of this because I figured, Rocky Balboa, Sylvester Stallone, the actor, made a very good point in his visual analogy here of running up the steps in his physical journey to achieve, to overcome the obstacles that lay before him. And it required a lot of effort, it required a lot of work, it required grit and determination. As a business owner, as a personal development seeker, it's going to require the same grit. Obstacles might be different, but you've got obstacles in front of you. You're going to have to put in the sweat, blood, and tears, the grit, the determination. They're going to be necessary. But also, like Rocky, he had the tools. He had the resources that he needed from mentors and coaches, trainers. He utilized those resources. And ultimately, in the end, his objective was clear, and he achieved it. And at the movie, he runs up these steps and stands triumphantly at the top. And that's what VBU is about, giving you the tools to help you achieve your objectives. Now, my small portion of that is called What's Your Genius? And like my good friend Greg Habstrid says, if you want to get from point A to point B, you got to know where point A is first. Ask anybody in any city for directions, and they'll say, where are you coming from? Like that, in business, in life, if you want to achieve your goals, before you even set your goals, you need to know where you're starting from. You need to know where point A is. And in my world, point A means understanding your strengths, your weaknesses, the natural talents you bring based on how you think and make decisions, the motivators, the drivers, your behavioral skills. These are all things that I help my clients measure and identify. And this is all driven from the results of a 7-year scientific study we did where we looked at over 197,000 individuals from across 23 countries. And what we found was the very top performers in that entire study, world over, regardless of industry, location, where they were, what industry they were in, what rank they were, regardless of that, the top performers shared 2 key traits. Trait number 1, self-awareness. They knew, in other words, where their point A was. They knew their natural mental talents and not. They knew their strengths and weaknesses. They knew what motivated them and what didn't. And they then, second trait, were authentic to that. They used that information to not only decide where they wanted to go, but the best path to get them there. See, because in this program and any other, you're going to have a lot of thought leaders telling you, here's how they did it, and that's a wonderful idea, and it's worked for millions of people. But to really utilize any of the information you get from anybody, you've got to understand where you're coming from. A universal message out to the world is going to speak to a bunch of different people, and they're located all over the place. You need to know, to get to this city center, to get to these steps, are you east or west or south or north of us? Because the directions will be drastically different. Following one set of directions, depending on where you are, may work for you, may not. So my purpose at Visionary Business University is to give you that level of self-awareness to help you identify point A, so you can then filter any other information you get through your own lens of your own talents, your own motivations, your own drivers and behaviors. With that, I'm hoping to give you the tools and the resources that you need to achieve the goals that you have in your mind. So I look forward to seeing you on the inside. Hope you register soon. Talk to you then. Oh, and one last thing. Don't forget, when you register for the VBU program, I'm going to give you a personalized set of profiles that helps you identify those strengths, a scientifically validated suite of assessments that allows you to understand your strengths and weaknesses, your motivators, your drivers, your behavioral talents, preferred communication style, how you prefer to learn. All these things are contained in this battery of assessments that you're going to get when you register. So go ahead and register now, and I'll see you on the inside along with everybody else.